Are you ready to jingle your bells?
Welcome to Monday Night Esports.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another installment of Monday Night Esports. I'm your host for this evening, Matty B, and I'm joined by the _Oceanman_ once again, Mr. Joshua Pedersen. Welcome back, brother.
Hey, dude. I'm here. Once again, Darren has got the flu, so I'm filling in.
He's a little sick bub.
He's a little sick boy.
But we're pretty sick here as well.
YTB, me and Matty and everyone at home. Gonna kick on. Yeah, the boys and yeah, the girls.
Yeah, the everyone.
Yeah, the everyone.
And you know, we can't perform this fantastic show, Monday Night Esports, without the help of our sponsors, PwC, our strategic sponsors. They help us with everything in the grassroots, developing everything in the clubs and all that other cool stuff. And of course, the Australian Computer Society, those beautiful nerds and geeks there that love all things tech, IT, computers, and of course, esports. They love their esports, just like us.
That's us.
Yes. Esports League.
Yeah, it's been a pretty big league week. It's been a pretty big week in the University Cup. We just had all our semi-finals play out, which is very exciting. We saw some tearing it up Dota style. Rocket League was high action.
CSGO was as tight as ever.
Oh, always.
And we've got fantastic teams that have earned their spots in the grand finals. But Punzi can tell us a lot more about that. So Punzi, what's been happening in the University Cup?
Hey, I'm Punzi, and welcome to your semi-final recap. In CSGO, AEL took the first set going 2-0 in a very convincing fashion. ESM Black and UQ fought hard, but in the end, ESM Black came out on top. In Rocket League Game 1, the Boomers fought hard, but in the end, QT Orange took the set 3-1. And in Game 2, Light Rail Dreamers showed us they'd learned from last season and went 3-0 against RMIT. Finally, in Dota 2, RMIT took the win despite being given a loss in the first game due to lateness. 6 Cents went 2-0 against UOW in a very back and forth set of matches. I've been Punzi, and this has been your semi-final recap. Nice.
Thanks for that, Punzi, and congratulations to all of our grand finals this season across CSGO, Rocket League, and Dota 2. It's been a long ride this time around.
Absolutely.
A lot more competitive this season than last season.
Definitely. Everyone was bringing the thunder, just like my boy Thor, and it was pretty awesome to see. I was crook on Thursday, so we did Dota on Friday instead. My only sickie of the whole season, unfortunately.
What a big boy. I haven't had a sickie.
I drank too much G Fuel.
I'm the most dedicated person here.
I actually drank too much G Fuel.
That's it.
Why I had a sickie.
Too much G.
I was on the bed tweaking out. Anyway, yeah, it was a great series of weeks, and we've had a couple of community highlights come in as well.
Yeah, we've had plenty sent in once again from the guys across the space. So let's see what they've got going on this week.
Our user-submitted clip today comes from Nova of AEL Esports. He takes and holds B site with the help of his team and picks up 3 kills.
Thank you for your submissions once again, guys, and fantastic showings from players across the league as well, showing us their best highlights this season. And of course, that wraps up our submissions this season for our community highlights. Just a reiteration that the best highlight based on community feedback will win a PlayStation 4 and one of these beautiful AEL monitors behind me from AOC, our sponsors there that provide us with these fantastic displays, 144 Hz, pristine condition to see everything perfectly.
PogChamp, dude.
Total PogChamp there. And of course, we also had our interviews running this season where players could put in a submission of what was happening with the clubs and things like tell us about themselves and whatnot, and they could go into the running to win a Nintendo Switch and of course an AOC monitor like these AEL boys behind me as well. So pretty awesome stuff to have them submit to us this year.
Absolutely. Thank you to everyone who submitted. It's been a great ride. I started this initiative right at the start of the season, and it's gone really well. We've got a PlayStation up for grabs and an AOC monitor, which is pretty awesome. I pushed all that, and I just wanted to get the community more involved. A big shout out to our Nova and Moman, who just like every week they were pumping in the clips every week.
Absolute stars. And you'll see Nova. You'll see Nova at Supernova, Adelaide, as the ANU boys made the grand final. So big stuff there. But thank you again for all the community highlights, guys. Sick stuff. Now we're going to jump into the news, though. Not as much has been happening this week. A couple little bit of tidbits, but something pretty big's happening with us.
Absolutely. So the World Esports Games is coming up towards the end of the year, and we're doing all the qualifiers for the Oceanic region. So CSGO, Hearthstone, StarCraft, and Dota 2, it's going to be huge, it's going to be awesome. Sign-ups are happening right now. You don't need to be in a university. Just grab 5 mates, chuck yourself in there, sign up, and just play. You never know, you could be heading into Asia.
Heading into Asia. Is in China this year?
China.
So huge stuff there. You can represent Oceania for Team Australia by entering that one as well. You know, there's also our female division as well. So that's open up to those ladies as well. They get to showcase their talents on the big stage. So awesome stuff. And speaking of the big stage, Worlds are happening for League of Legends at the moment.
Worlds are.
The Aussie boys had their showing.
Absolutely. Dire Wolves, their captain unfortunately got a 2-game ban from Worlds. And they took an academy guy from Dire Wolves over, and they won. They won their first groups match with the stand-in, which, you know, it must be frightening. And unfortunately, they did lose the next one. I believe the stand-in was out for that, right?
Yeah, they lost the rest of the groups, so they went 1 and 3. Sorry, 1 and 2 out of the 3.
That shakes your morale as a team. Hey,
yeah.
When you lose a core player and bring in a stand-in and you win, I mean the players must be absolutely shooketh about how they're playing together. The org must be terrified. It must be a scary situation to be in.
Well, it's a good and a bad thing, because then it opens up the whole, do we start promoting our academy players because they've shown themselves on the big stage? I mean, with, you know, being your team captain, being out, and then, you know, you get a win with a stand-in, but then you don't with your main roster. That does sort of bridge a few little concerns in the back of your mind.
Absolutely.
It'll be interesting to see where Dire Wolves go from here, though, because they have been a dominant team in the region for the last few years.
Absolutely, they've been the strongest team in the region, like for sure.
Yeah.
And you know, it kind of worries me that their Dire Wolves captain currently did receive a ban for toxic behaviour when you want him to be the most sturdy player and the backbone of the team. Cool,
calm, collected gamers is what you expect from your leaders. And speaking of leaders, a big shake-up over in the Renegades lineup happened last week, as many people will know. The Oceanic roster became majority Oceanic once again. They've now got 4 players from our region, 3 Aussies and a Kiwi, as they swapped out Nifty and Ustillo and picked up Liaz and Gratisfaction, a move that the scene's been waiting for a very long time for, specifically with Liaz. Gratisfaction was a very surprising one, though.
Yeah, well, I mean, they're doing amazingly right now at
ESL Pro League. They're 6-0. They haven't dropped a map yet with the new lineup.
That's crazy.
Yeah, and they'll be heading off to Star Series as well over this week. So keep an eye on the results there to see how they do there. Maybe they'll continue their winning run and potentially take a title. That'd be huge for them.
Absolutely, and just this is a bit of minor news. This is in the world of Rainbow Six. But NIP in group stages of the Rainbow Six Pro League actually beat Team Liquid. And Team Liquid being the strongest team and NIP being my team, I'm pretty pumped.
Yeah.
Team Liquid were just not playing well on defense. They were relying too much on anchoring on the sites, and that's not where they excel. They're a really strong team of roamers like Valkyrie, Frost, Legion, Echo as well. They're probably their strongest roamers from what I've seen of this group stage. But they're not using them, and it costed them a loss to NIP, which is, you know, it's early days, but I don't know, big hope for NIP.
Yeah, and you know, the Pro League for Rainbow Six is starting to wrap up as well, as we have the APAC LAN finals happening. The winner of that gets a ticket straight to the World Pro League finals as well. You know, the NA, EU, and Latin American leagues are all starting to wrap up their online portions as well. So keep an eye on those results as well as we get closer to that big event. Pro League finals are always huge for Rainbow Six Siege, so I'm very keen. But that's everything in the news for us this week.
It's been a quick one, eh?
Yeah, a little bit of a quiet week this week for us here at the AEL, but fear not. In a few weeks at Supernova Adelaide, we will have a fantastic weekend chock full of esports action with our University Cup Grand Finals. So stay tuned for all of that. The 2nd to the 4th of November. It'll be an exciting weekend.
That's right. It's going to to be exciting.
I'm pumped. I can't wait. But that's all from us here at the AEL. I've been Matty B. This has been the Oceanman. Thank you once again for joining me, brother.
No worries, dude. Happy to be here.
You love to see it. And thanks to all the guys in production and to you guys at home for watching. We'll see you all next time on Monday Night Esports.